Welcome to Gartner ThinkCast. I'm Alexis Waringa. Today we're tackling one of the most pressing questions on every CIO's mind. What's next for AI? We've all seen the hype around AI agents and generative tools, but what happens after the hype? How do organizations turn bold ideas into real business value? And what does the future hold beyond today's trends? Joining me today is Deepak Seth, a director analyst and thought leader on AI here at Gartner. We'll explore the realities of AI implementation, the challenges CIOs face, and some predictions for what's coming next. Deepak, welcome in.
Yeah, hi, Alexis. So great to be joining you in this conversation. I remember we last spoke at IT Symposium, and this was front and center. And since then, it is still top of mind for most of our clients. It's a fascinating topic. How do we actually start deriving value from our AI investments is the focus of attention. So I'm glad to talk to you about this and would love to hear what the questions you have lined up for me.
Yeah, no, as you mentioned, the topics we were talking about at IT Sim are still very much top of mind for everybody going into 2026. So we'll kick off with the AI Hype Cycle, which you've spoken about before. Where are we right now, and what does that mean for CIOs planning their next move?
Yeah, many times when people think about the hype cycle and they think about the hype around AI, they think it's like one single dot on the hype cycle. The hype cycle is a composite of many dots related with AI. Some parts of AI, if you think of foundational models or if you think of generative AI, they are going into the trough of disillusionment. But there are other aspects which are lining up to get into the peak of inflated expectations. Agentic AI is one of them. And then there are certain other aspects of AI which are already moving into the enlightenment and the productivity phase. So when thinking of the hype cycle and the hype around AI, don't think of it as one single attribute or one single thing. Think of it as multiple different capabilities, and the way we implement AI will be a composite of many of those different capabilities.
Are you finding that CIOs and the executives they work with tend to understand that there's these different components of AI, or do you think it sometimes gets conflated where somebody's like, 1 minute you told me AI was here and now we're back at it's a new visionary thing again?
So it's like any other technology, means different, and especially a technology like this, as the technology advances, because AI has been around a long time. The term just celebrated its 70th birthday or something, was coined in the late 50s, early 60s. And then generative AI came about 3 years ago, and then suddenly it became front and center all over again. So similarly, new capabilities associated with AI, generative AI came about, then agentic AI came about, then new more and more new capabilities are emerging. So it's as I said, it's a composite. It's not a single thing, and depending upon where organizations are in their AI journey, they have different perceptions about it. Sometimes I'm reminded about that ancient tale of the six blind men and the elephant. Different people touch different parts of the elephant, and they think that's what all is there to the elephant. Yeah, the person who touches the tail thinks it's a rope, and the person who touches the side thinks it's a wall. But actually, the elephant is neither of those things, but a composite and totally different. So in some ways, AI may be somewhat of that ancient tale being revisited again.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, it's different from company to company. They're at different spots in their journey, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. With that, what are the biggest challenges in implementing AI, and how can leaders overcome them?
I think the biggest challenges in implementing AI is like sometimes some organizations are looking at it, are just doing AI for AI's sake kind of thing. Yeah, it's like a fear of missing out. Let's get AI into the organization and let people figure out what to do with AI. But what I generally tell clients is you have to look at the capabilities of AI. And then when you look at your employee base, you will realize that there are like a 10% of employees, you roll out anything new, they will figure out what to do with it. 70 to 80%, the bulwark of your organization, they do great work, but it's like, I can't figure out new things. Tell me what to do or make it a part of my workflow. And then there are 10 or 20% whom you can give whatever and they will keep on doing whatever. They can still be highly productive. So when you think of implementing AI, you have to think about putting a wrapper on AI. And the wrapper could be a people wrapper, a process wrapper, or a technology wrapper. You take a core AI capability, for example, AI is very great at summarizing content. Yeah, you give it a bunch of content and it will summarize it. But how Sally in recruitment will use it, is different from how Tom in procurement would use it versus how Sarah in marketing would use it. So that's this wrapper which you put on AI makes it more context specific for each of these group of individuals so that they can derive most value from it without getting having to figure out a lot of things on their own. So that's the key part of the challenges which CIOs need to figure out right now is how to make AI a powerful tool or companion for their human workforce.
As you talk about this with many different CIOs in your role, what are some of the learnings and takeaways you see of how people are finding a practical step that they could take to break down these silos? What seems to be working from what you're hearing?
Yeah, so one of the key aspects of breaking the silos is first of all means rolling out AI means as in an organization, as we have figured out, as much as the technology cost of rolling out AI are the change related aspect, the change management related to AI, which could be 100 to 200% of the cost of the technology part. So when you are deploying AI, considering rolling out AI, you have to make it part of an overall organizational change management process. So there's the literacy part of it. There's a lot of fear around AI. So literacy helps address the fears. You have to make it participative so that more people are able to see their fingerprints on the solution. You have to layer in governance and ethics because everybody's heard the horror stories around bias in AI, hallucinations in AI. So that needs to be governed and managed. So it is a very holistic approach. It's not just buy a tool and fit it and implement it kind of thing.
Yeah, following up on that, what are some of the common misconceptions about AI adoption and what does success look like?
Yeah, the common misconception is, hey, we roll it out today and we'll start seeing value tomorrow. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that is the biggest disconnect. So there's a on ramp to getting value from AI. It's a journey. And if you look at your AI use cases, and I think I've spoken about it in the past also, you can think of them in like defend use cases where you are rolling out AI generic tools, AI related tools. Yeah. So you won't see much value there. You will see value, but it's not dollar and cents value. It's more in terms of employee satisfaction and people feeling good about AI. Then you have got the extend use cases where you are building AI into your workflow or business processes. There you can really start seeing the value because the same KPIs or metrics you use to judge the performance of those processes can now start exhibiting the benefits of using AI. And then there are those wild bets, which are what we call the upend use cases, where you are placing a bet on the future, truly transformative use cases, but very difficult to quantify the value. So the key aspect to this is, hey, getting value from AI is a journey. It's not just a turn the switch on kind of thing.
hmm As you were saying that, I was thinking, well, AI works so fast, you get your answer immediately. So, of course, people would think, no, I'm going to see my ROI immediately. Um,
I know.
and
I know unfortunately it's not like that, and it's not like that because
Mm.
the value chain has got many different components. Even if you and the real output comes when all of them are strung together well, so that they perform like a well-oiled machinery kind of thing. Because otherwise, even if a little attribute is delivering high value, but the other things are not up to par, the system itself won't be able to deliver effective value. Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds like you need to keep a long-term mindset with this, that you're not going to see ROI right away. And also going into that, why is it important for CIOs to be thinking about the future? How does the future influence decisions now in the present?
One immediate way in which the future impacts what CIOs and chief data and analytics officers and other AI leaders deal with it. Sometimes future confuses people. Yeah,
Mhm.
so there is so much being. Should I wait and watch? Is the next best thing just round the corner? Should I implement something right now, or should I wait for the next big thing which comes around? And especially the rapid pace at which this change is happening, it is making that decision even more difficult for clients. So what I recommend to clients is, hey, keep an eye out on the future, be future aware, but your decisions for today need to be based on today's context. Yeah. What are your mission critical priorities as of now, as of today? Let's see where AI can help address them. Let's focus on them for right now, even as you keep your past in mind, because your legacy stack is not going away anywhere. Yeah. Sometimes vendors make this pitch, hey, bring in AI, it will solve all your problems. But you can't write off the millions of dollars of investment in your legacy tech stack and totally transform the way you are doing the business. So you have to be grounded in the past. You have to stay focused on the present and be aware of the future.
Yeah. So as we look at the path forward, do you think that AI agents are that path forward, or are they just a blip in this moment in time?
So I mentioned AI has been around a long time. Agents have also been around a long time. The thermostat in your home is an agent. The temperature goes up, it does something. The temperature goes down, it does something else. But it's a physical agent. It's a deterministic agent. It works according to a specific set of rules. When we talk about AI agents, we introduce this probabilistic, non-deterministic nature of the large language model into the mix. But what agents did is, even with generative AI, people were not actually able to wrap their heads around how generative AI would be used in the organization. Unfortunately, to a certain extent, what AI agents did, they anthropomorphized AI. Suddenly, it became human-like. People started thinking of AI in terms of human roles. Hey, can this agent perform these roles which humans are doing? So that way, it has helped in the adoption of AI. But this conflation of it with human roles is slightly problematic, because AI agents are not performing roles; they are performing task within roles. And your other question around, is agentic AI a destination, or is it part of the journey? I think agents are the current manifestation of the way AI is being rolled out. But down the road, I think there is definitely a post-agentic world. The intelligence may be built in the models, may be built in the network, may be built in the systems itself. But for now, agents are here to stay in the next 2 to 3 year time frame for sure.
Yeah, that's an interesting note what you said about it changing people's perception of it not just being this tool, but now it's like you could see it as a specific type of person or something. In that realm, what bold predictions do you have for AI and enterprise tech beyond 5 years? What are the other ways our perceptions of AI and everything are going to change?
So one of my predicts, or like disruptions, I think, which was shared at IT Symposium, was around there may be like somewhat of a push back against AI, also a bit, like people getting like, oh, there's too much AI, or like I can't figure out what is AI, what is not AI. So I spoke about something called AI free. Yeah. So there may be some capabilities, some things which would be certified AI free, like in our cosmetic products and others, we have got PFA free and BPA free, and in our diet we have gluten free. So maybe there would be some content which is rolled out by authors and stuff, and they say this is certified AI free. So some agencies may emerge which qualify stuff as being AI free, and people may pay a premium for some AI free stuff. Secondly, what I think happening in the service delivery part and something, human service will be at a premium. Yeah. So most of the core service will be delivered by AI. And then if you want humans involved, then there will be a premium for it. Yeah. So that's a transition which will start happening. So lot of capabilities will be AI first, and then human second kind of capability. And then if I look in the far future kind of thing, one of the mavericks which I have published around is what I called about distributed human computing, or interconnected brains kind of thing. So it may sound a little far-fetched, but so what that is about is already means, and it need not be through implants in the brain or something. Maybe our wearables, all of us which wear wearable devices, maybe they will be able to tap into the power of our brains and create this mesh of human brains interconnected together. So it's a mavericky thought, but we are starting to look at that a bit, because we see some of the elements related to that slowly start coming into place.
Yeah. And so that's augmented collective intelligence, everyone merging their brain power into one spot.
So augmented, so these days means everybody is hearing about AGI, artificial general intelligence, which is like AI getting as smart as humans. Yeah, so that's AGI. Many large technology players talk about AGI being one of their key goals or aims. Some others have already started talking about something called ASI, or artificial super intelligence, where AI becomes smarter than humans. And there are certain facets of human endeavor where already AI is smarter than us. But at a very basic level, a basic calculator is smarter than us in doing math. Yeah. So similarly, AI will become better than us in many different things. But then what a group of us at Gartner are thinking about, the future beyond is not just about AGI and ASI. It may be something called augmented collective intelligence, or ACI, which is humans and AI working together to deliver better outcomes for everyone. So the real solution may not be just AI; it may be human plus AI. So all of that may not need that interconnectedness in terms of, hey, devices linking us all together, but in terms of humans working together with AI, means AI as a companion, means working together with us, is the way to go. I think is the way things may evolve.
And why is it important for CIOs to care about this, take the time to understand this? What significance is there for them?
So some of it means at a philosophical level, means it is interesting because, yeah, means lot of the drivers of investment in AI in terms of the providers is driven by AGI. This goal of AGI is driving all the investments in AI as companies try to build bigger and better models, kind of thing. So obviously they need to be aware of, okay, what is this AGI goal which everyone is chasing, and will it have some ramifications or the enterprise or not? And even means one of the key, as we talked about earlier, one of the key challenges which people are facing is not around deployment of AI. It is about humans working with AI, kind of thing, because humans are not going away anywhere. Humans are part of the mix. So the future as we envisage it is a future of humans and AI working together, and it brings about many different nuances and challenges. um, there's this strange aspect about we expecting perfection from technology. Yeah, a driverless car should not make any accident. Anytime a driverless car gets into a stop sign, it's main headline news. But on the other hand, human drivers are the cause of most car accident. Yeah, so million people over the world may be dying due to human errors causing road accidents. So what is the right bar for AI? Is it being perfect, or is it being better than humans at the task which they are performing? And humans set a low bar that way. So in many capabilities, we'll find that AI is exceeding the human capability. And so I've already, in my client interactions, I've had interactions with some clients where they are talking about, hey, I know AI has bias, exhibits bias, can have hallucinations, but my human employees also make mistakes. So can as long as AI is better, you just tell me what are the nuances of where AI can be better than humans, and then we'll do the cost benefit analysis of figuring out where it will be better than humans or not better than humans. Yeah, and how they can work together.
So let's say I am a CIO who's coming to you in a new conversation, and I'm kind of maybe at the beginning of my AI journey, and I'm just wondering, what do I need to do now? What's one thing I need to start doing now to realize value from AI investments? What would you advise me?
So the first thing which I generally, all these conversation, I start off by telling a little joke, and I say, you know what? I jokingly say to them, where we are with AI right now is everyone wants to go to heaven, but no one wants to die. Yeah. So
Oh,
that sometimes they chuckle and they start noting it down, and I say, hey, you can note it and use it, and I won't charge any royalty for it. Yeah. So it has resonated well with the clients, but it sums it up really well, in the sense is, uh, you have to, AI is a journey. It will have many aspects to it. So you have to figure out how do you, AI could be everyday AI could be game changing AI. So right, rather than jumping into straight into what are the use cases of AI I need to implement, you need to work with your stakeholders to figure out what your overall AI ambition is. Where do you want to go with AI? Formulate a vision or strategy related to that, and Gartner has great guidance for that. And then get into the AI use cases and implementation of AI use cases. Make it a participative process. As I said, there's fear around AI. The more participative you make the process, the more people are able to see their fingerprints on the solution, and easier the adoption will be down the road. And then be mindful that even as you are progressing on this journey, means there will be it will not be like a straight path to victory kind of thing. There will be ups and downs like many other initiatives. Sometimes the technology may evolve much faster than you expected, and you'll have to catch up, rush up and catch up. In some cases, you'll find that it has not delivered the value which you expected, and you may need to do a course correction along the way. So in that way, I strongly recommend that view even AI initiatives just like any other. So we have been on this journey in the past. The same group of people have done digital transformations, have done journeys to the cloud, have done ERP implementations, have done major business intelligence and analytics transformations. AI is just another similar transformation. We just need to exercise that muscle all over again.
Hmm. So, to wrap everything up, what is one of the things that gets you most excited about the future of AI?
Interestingly, means I come to Gartner with 35 years of experience in the industry. I worked in the business intelligence and analytics space, data space, finance, marketing, many different uh, sections of organizations. But my grounding had been in data all along, and I was always enamored about, means not enamored, but like very excited about the potential of data being used to transform the way organizations work. And so AI is a manifestation of that same, your data being utilized to change the way organizations work, to deliver more value for you and your stakeholders, is the way I envisaged this journey when I stepped into the world of AI a few years ago. And I think it's still every day is exciting. Over the last year, I have engaged with over 650 client interactions, published lots of great content. So that's what keeps me personally excited about it. Is we have just scratched. It's just the tip of the iceberg. We have just scratched the surface. There's so much to uncover, and the amount of investments which are going into this space, this technology is only going to get better down the road.
Yeah, it's certainly not boring. There's always something more to keep learning and keep diving into.
Yeah, but somebody would say the world is now divided into two camps. Yeah, there are the AI optimists, and there are the AI pessimists. Now, sometimes to some I may sound as too much of an AI optimist, but then working with other people in the organization, we realize, means, hey, even as we try to stay excited about the technology, we need to be mindful that it has to undergo a process of maturation. Every technology is a double-edged sword. Means, so electricity brought about great value for us, but it can kill you if you touch it directly, kind of thing. Same thing applies to AI too. So unbridled optimism is not good. You need to have guardrails in place, and that's where governance and ethics and responsible AI and everything comes into the mix.
Yeah, some optimism with a little bit of reality check mixed in there and
periodic
expectations that it might be a
periodic
bumpy road ahead.
periodic reality checks. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't done wrong, it can cause a great harm too.
Yeah. So, to tie things up, what is your must-read business book recommendation for 2026?
Well, one book I am excited about is this book from Mustafa Suleiman. It's called The Coming Wave. Yeah. So what I find, I think it's amongst the most grounded books in that way, because it ties the past, present, and future very nicely. It lays out how AI can be a transformation wave, establishes like it has the right mix of caution as well as optimism. So I find this book to be a very powerful book, which I've started reading. I haven't completed it yet, but I think I'm liking what I have read so far, and it's something I would make a strong recommendation for.
Mhm. I saw Bill Gates also gave this book a strong recommendation not too long ago, so it seems to be in good company for executives.
So I'm no Bill Gates, but I can say I like this book for sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Deepak, for your time today. It was so great speaking with you.
Same here, Alexis. The pleasure is mine, and I look forward to having conversations with our CIO and CDAO and AI leader partners as we go along. I mean, Gartner is there with you on this journey. Better ask Gartner than ask AI about your AI related problems. Yeah. Thank you.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you so much for listening to this latest episode of ThinkCast, featuring Gartner Director Analyst Deepak Seth. To learn more about this topic, follow the links in the notes. ThinkCast will be back wherever you listen to podcasts a week from today. In the meantime, please rate, review, subscribe, and share with a colleague so neither of you will miss it.